They just took Jogger as well, so they've got a lot of some space to move, but they are the remaining team. Back to this fight on the sort of north here. Pshcke Sports have collapsed, so T-Bone has found himself. 80 does get the first knock with the headshot on towards Metabay. Have to work their way around, but it's very cautious. There's a kind of a fine line here. If they continue going around towards the San Martin, they're going to get exposed. It really forces them in towards the danger, into the Samurai Sword. That's Pshcke. But Pshcke Sports, initial shots don't care. They get one. Repeat comes in from the scav. Actually, it's T-Bone that gets the knock eventually.
Yep, great coordination once again from Foot, not taking any big chances, not going for any crazy solo plays. It seems very calculated the way that they approach this fight, and they have had this fight under control throughout, and smart on them now to wrap on the northern side. Do not reveal yourself to the entire city and making that western swing around. Might as well go north into it. Yes, you're a bit outside circle initially, but if you can get into these buildings, then a 4v2 is not the worst position to be in. Meantime now, though, BB team starting to group up on that western dip. And Foot should be all right to make this play happen. I'm actually a bit surprised they're taking this long. Maybe waiting to see next circle to make sure they have to go. But by then, the window, the opportunity to push into the compound proper won't be as good.
It's difficult, right? I think you're right. Like, they know they can't play around the south. They know they're going to have teams coming out of that kind of San Martin area. Maybe they start getting a kill feed here. If Pshcke gets a knock onto BB team, maybe that will force their sort of fight. Cappy is holding that north side for them. You can see him. T-Bone really needs to kind of get their team going, get them into the compound and be the aggressive state. Send, well, they look for the initial shots and towards BB team. And BB team, they're driving backwards and forwards, and Pshcke Sword have the answers. And Navi, they're falling to.
Exactly, that's the issue for BB team now, because they didn't make more space for themselves towards the north. And what worked initially really well for them in scaring off Ascent now won't any longer, because Ascent has cleared their entire side of the circle. They have nothing to fear from behind. So while BB teams, yes, they had mortars before to kind of dissuade them, it wasn't so much the mortars themselves. It was, if we get one knocked to that mortar, hope all these other teams are going to come in from the south and swoop us. But now that they ain't around, they can peek this freely. So for Ascent, smart on them to stay tight, and of course waiting for the next circle. It's going to go right on to Volpol.
How rough is this zone? We've seen a crazy one though for game number 1, game 2. There's a little mounds in the middle, and this is going to come down to timing. What time do you transition into sort of dip the bowl, the rocks that we might have for cover here? Volpol Sword made an early engagement. Obviously they did end Navi, so they have that kind of pitch bowl. That's our prio spot we might call here in an end game. The rest of these teams, though, go back towards that Pshcke Sports and FaZe. They're going to have to now play the outside edge, and I feel like Pshcke Sports now on the downside, because they're going to be on this sort of high level that a lot of teams are going to be able to see them playing peekaboo before they have to run down the hill.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like for Ascent, it's exclusively hold BB out duty, but wisely on them, they don't just tunnel vision down into the streets, because they know they have teams up on the other side that will get free opportunity to shoot towards them if they get too bold with it. But Pshcke now, though, opting to go down the roadside as well. They have Molotov in position to take some shots at him. Not going to work out for him. Sloy, though, will be able to get one. Should be able to get the flush as well. No, not going to happen, because he goes for the flush. It's actually going to be Scav able to take him down.
A bit greedy there from Volpol Sword. They're on 6 kills, but let's go down. First place is taking a help. Pshcke will get eliminated. Difficult from this position, but they get the additional placement point as well. So 7 teams now remain. A doozy link in arm, but again, as you said, they didn't really push out and get a lot of space. Yes, the zone hasn't held up that much, and now they're going to be punishing, shooting fish in a barrel, and they're in the bowl of death.
Yeah, 24 minutes in, Boo Chip is blocked, as you can see on screen there, and at this point, honestly, I don't think it matters too much.
Make the connection during all the time. Pshcke Sports taking advantage now to find themselves a little bit of a ledge before having the transition for phase number 7.
Yeah, well, speaking of FaZe, they're now the ones to try and